Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes, and welcome to another Conquest video guide. You'll be able to find this and all my other Conquest guides on my SWGOH Life website. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out, there'll be a link in the description below. In this video I'll be going up against mini boss and final boss here in Sector 5. I've already done the Sector 5 feats guide video, so if you're interested again, link in the description below to it. I've got some cheese again for you there for the fracture feat. But otherwise, let's just first kick off here with the mini boss battle versus Malgus. One thing to note, none of these guys have Zetas, so these aren't as threatening as Sith Empire in your roster. Now while they are very durable, they don't really hit it hard. They are fast though, which I found a little bit ironic that like Sector 3 and 4 bosses were much harder. Actually, come to think of it, almost feels like Sector 5 mini and final bosses were the easiest for me to complete. But they're supposed to be the hardest, right? It's Sector 5, so I'm not sure what CJ is doing. I think they really overtuned the rebels, especially in Sector 3 and 4. Oh man, anyway, luckily that's behind us, right? So the feats for Malgus here, we have to win with Darth Revan, surviving, and then Hokey Religions. So let's just first kick off with the Darth Revan battle. They just have standard Sith modifier, really nothing too crazy here. To be honest, in terms of data discs, I'm just running these as always. I do not have fortified, unfortunately, also just a grey zealous ambition data disc, so I'm just kind of relying on lots of entrench to outlast the enemy rather than overpower them really. Apart from that, the Darth's just kind of a standard Darth Revan team, just bringing in their Nihilus, so he can just, you know, annihilate their Malgus, so you don't have to worry about Malgus timing you out or anything. But as you will see, this Malgus is not the Malgus you face in Grand Arena. No Zetas obviously, and no Omicrons, so you don't have to worry about him recovering protection whenever you debuff him. So maybe Nihilus in the end was needed, I just wasn't sure, but just to be on the safe side, I didn't want to time out or something, so I decided to bring in Nihilus in. They're very fast out of the gate, you know, they get their plays going, but without their Zetas and Omicrons, I mean, these guys aren't really that threatening. They're not hitting all that hard, they are very durable, but hey, that's what we brought in Nihilus for, right? So you can just annihilate their... Well, this is a little bit annoying, I guess, with Darth Revan lead. Now we are forced to go after Malgus, and he just doesn't care about Death Mark at all. But finally, there we go, got Basti out. She was priority number 1. Now I can put more fear, more debuffs, just kind of ignoring their Malgus as much as I can, because Nihilus will take care of him when he gets a turn. Just working on Marauder, because we know Marauder, you know, he does get a little bit annoying. But otherwise, there you go, insta-kill on Malgus. He's gone, now you can just hit autoplay at this point and let the AI do the job for you while you're waiting. Boom, there we go, Nihilus took down Revan as well. So this is the Darth Revan feat. Again, seems pretty straightforward to me, to be honest. Nothing really here in terms of RNG. And then for the Hokey Religions, decided to try Grievous, because obviously we do have this Separatist global feat, so might as well try Separatist if I can. And to my surprise, this actually worked. Again, they're, you know, they get a jump start, but luckily B2 quickly jumps in, and he can start spamming his AoEs. Hopefully we can start spreading some target lock here. There we go, target lock on there. Okay, perfect. And I'll just go ahead, keep spamming those AoEs, keep spreading target lock around. As always, I'm trying to take Basti out first. Let's put Extortion over on Malgus. Okay, there we go, just keep going, keep smashing AoEs. Let's take out Basti, and she's gone already. So as you can see, they are kind of fall apart very quickly. I mean, Malgus is durable, but the other guys, they don't really hit it hard. You're taking them down relatively fast. Obviously, unlike who was it there? Was it Redis? He was a beast there, and Sun as well, and Afra in Sector 3 and 4. They were really juiced up. This one kind of straightforward. You just kind of take down the sides and then just hit autoplay, and then probably takes like 3 or 4 minutes to burn through Malgus, but eventually you do get through him. Heck, you can even stun him. That's pretty cool. Land healing immunity, so definitely, you know, without his Zetas, Malgus just isn't all that threatening. And now it's time for our first look at Reva, but again, without Zetas on these guys, they won't do a whole lot. Reva, similar like Malgus, she's just very durable, but she just stands there and does basically nothing, as you will see from the battles. So in terms of the feats, we have to win with Darth Vader surviving, so I'll just do Palpatine there, full Sith team for the global Sith as well. and then Hokey Religions again. Grievous will do the heavy lifting for us in this one yet again. In terms of the modifier, just the standard here, Inquisitor modifier, nothing too scary. For the data discs, I'll be using again same thing as with mini boss: entrenched, ruthless swiftness, critical formation, blindside, stacking fervor, entrenched. And again, as you can see, unfortunately, I do not have fortified yet. But in the end, I didn't really need it, but definitely some of the feats there were a little bit more challenging. So as mentioned before, for Darth Vader, I'll be using Pulp here as well, then bringing in the Sith Triumvirate, Nihilus obviously for the Annihilate, and then Cyan for the Taunt, and finally Treya, so she can, keep her unique, will keep cleansing debuffs from our guys whenever we get a turn, so we don't get stuck with some ability blocks, healing immunity, and things like that. Okay, here they come. Alright, Nihilus getting lots of bonus to meter because they kept hitting Cyan. Okay, yeah, that's fine. As you can see, these guys actually hit relatively hard, actually. They almost got all the protection up from Cyan off. But anyway, Vader going around, doing what Vader does. No Grand Inquisitor lead, so we can actually ability block them. So from this first look at Reva, it seems like she's worse a leader than Grand Inquisitor. But hey, remember, no Zetas on these guys. No Omicrons as well on Reva, so it's not really the best showcase of what she is capable of doing. As you can see, we are totally running Pulp train on these guys. Just obviously annihilated their Reva, and now just need to finish off the remaining guys. And they're not even gonna get a turn, I think. Pulp's stunning them, and that's it pretty much. Fifth Brother goes down as well. And as before, Hokey Religions with the mini boss, same thing here. I'll just throw in my Grievous squad and see if we can handle these guys. We know that Grievous does somewhat counter, I guess, Grand Inquisitor, so let's see how he goes versus Reva as well. But again, remember, Reva that you will face in Grand Arena is going to be a lot more powerful than this. But luckily we don't have to worry about that for another few months, I guess. Okay, and we just keep going, keep spreading the target lock on everybody. There we go. Let's go ahead and put it on. I think I'm gonna do it on Fifth Brother because he's counter-attacking. So with target lock, we stop counter-attacks. There we go. Grievous got a turn. More target locks. Another here AOE, cleansing off the debuffs. I'm going to go ahead, get a stun on Second Sister. AOE finished off Grand Inquisitor. Stun the other dude. Keep going, keep going. We'll just take everybody out. We just don't worry about Reva to the end, and then we'll just hit autoplay now. And this is pretty much it. Same like with Malgus. Just once you're down to Reva, just hit autoplay. Now she does have this hatred buff, same as Cyan, so she will revive once you defeat her, but doesn't even matter. We'll just get through her again, and down she goes. And that's it, guys. That's all what was really needed here for mini boss and final boss battles in Sector 5. Definitely felt like surprisingly easier than Sector 3 and 4 boss battles. And a bug here, as you can see, I completed my Purge feat with this battle. Grievous doesn't land Purge, so I think we had this bug before, whereas he went against Inquisitors that they were applying Purge on you, but then it counted as if you applied Purge. So maybe it'll get patched for next Conquest or not. Who knows? Quite a few bugs in this one, as you probably noticed. Alright, guys. That's it for today's video. Obviously this completes the initial guide of my Conquest playthroughs. Obviously we'll see if we can come up with some other cheese, and obviously I'll be looking out, is there an efficient way to farm feats on Datacron nodes, so maybe there's gonna be another couple of videos here next week. But for now, this is going to be it. Hopefully you found all of these useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server. But until, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.